Dungeons & Dragons, the most famous tabletop RPG of all time, which leads its players to imagine a whole new world with fantastic creatures, powerful magic, and epic characters that will write their own story, surely would inspire my first video here. Hello, my name is Eric, I'm an illustrator, and around here I'll be sharing with you my art journey so we can learn together, right? Today I'll show you some details of a recent project of mine, but if you like the video, stay to the end so we can chat more about how this channel will work, okay? But with no further ado, let's jump into this Dragonborn. Okay, so for those who are not familiar with D&D or any tabletop RPG, here's a quick review. RPGs are story-based games, usually led by a master who is telling the story to the players. Those players have the power to interact with their story through their characters. As a role-playing game, the players are encouraged to interpret their characters and usually get deeply connected with them, even if their personalities are really different. And that's how I got inspired to do this following project. My character Belladur started as a simple Dragonborn warrior, but grew more and more in my mind until I started questioning where did he came from? Why would he act this way and not that way? I always wanted to sketch or do some portraits of my characters, but this time I wanted to go further and build a little universe around him. I decided that he would have a military past on his clan, and his objective in life would be to master the use of the battle axe combined with the shield. To master something is the dream that most of the Dragonborns have. And another common thing that they tend to be is extreme. Or they are really good and lawful, or they are extremely evil and chaotic. And that is something I want Belladur to be different. He and his clan will be known as neutral and just. But for that to happen and make sense, I needed to find a good reason. So I did an extended research and found out that there's actually a dragon god named Gladon, a powerful dragon made of obsidian stone that is known to be one of the few neutral dragons. That's it, that's what I needed. So Belladur's clan would be devoted to this dragon, and each member would wear or possess something made of obsidian as a sign of their belief. Do you understand? Those questions about the reality of the character is what drives you to be more creative and make decisions based on something, not just out of the blue. When I was playing on the sessions, I always imagined Belladur silent, answering with just a few words or just So I tried to bring him a really serious face. I tried so many times until I got to something I was satisfied with, but I think his face and expression is my favorite part of him. Painting the volumes of his armor, all the details and folds on his robe, all of that was a great challenge to me, and I think I learned a lot during this entire process. I suggest you to try always pushing your limits a little bit more with something that's more challenging to you. That's something that makes us evolve faster. At this stage, I defined the most basic elements of him and how he will look overall. And then I jumped to what he would have. One of the pillars of D&D is combat, so I needed to start designing Belladur's weapons. His first option is the battle axe combined with the shield, but he also had a throwing axe, which I thought it would be cool to look similar to the bigger one, like he would have bought it from the same blacksmith. After some sketching based on real references, I got to something I liked. I actually went to YouTube to learn more about throwing axes. The little one is the version of the bigger one, but with the straight grip that's better for throwing. And the bigger one also has more detail. I wanted to make his items and armor look normal, not super badass, because he's still at level 3. His shield will be simple too, and it's based on some Viking ideas and references. Just as the other members of his clan, Belladur has a necklace with little obsidian stones that we will probably gather more in the future. And just as a cool different item, I decided to design a deck of cards for the 3 Dragon Ente, a card game from the universe of D&D, kind of based on the real cards. I was so glad when I finished his items and got to put them on perspective because it looked so much better than the first version. It was a great technical exercise and it looked much better than the first sketch I made. I always try doing this, exercises but put into some project so we can build a portfolio during these exercises. So putting an item in perspective could be just an exercise, but why don't putting items in perspective for a character you're building for your portfolio? And that's it. I also made a presentation with more details, description of his clan, some process, sketches, tests, and all of that is on my ArtStation profile if you want to take a proper look at it. The link is on the description, okay? Thank you so much for watching till here. If you play D&D, I hope that I could help with some tips to develop more the story of your characters. And if you're an artist, I really hope that something I said here could inspire you or help you with your own project. That's always my goal when I share something online. Either way, I wish you liked it as much as I did, and I would love to talk with you about anything here in the comments, okay? So leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye! Now talking about the channel, I want the space to be kind of a journal to me and to share my art journey and develop as it goes. Maybe some vlogging, stuff that I like, stuff that you like. Also, I'm a Brazilian, so this is a great opportunity for me to practice my English and to learn about how to communicate better in other languages. Well, I just hope this will be a good space for all of us.